Valentine's Day, and there's only one way we want to celebrate it. With you. There's romance in the air and intensity on the court. Fall in love with the game all over again, because this is how we enter into the PVL. And what do you say? It's a date. Only here in the PVL, the heart of volleyball.
차가운 시선도 out of sight. Pulse in my vein, it's electric gold. 내 불빛은 never cold. Light it up, no turning back. 세상 내 무대 track. 숨길 수 없어 내 vibe, so really energy you gonna feel. I'm invincible, nothing can break me. Limitless flow, don't try to chase me. Crash like a wave, wild and free. 이 무대 위, I'm all you see. Invincible.
It's V-Day PVL fans all the way from Linares Center, Antipolo City on your screens. Juju Coronel POG from last game. We are live here and we are ready to make your heart pound in the best way possible on your screens. Alohi, Robbins Hardy, whether you're here on a date with your family or spending Valentine's with your first love, which is volleyball. We love that you are spending it right now here with us. Thank you for being our date. Now we want to welcome you here to the PVL All-Filipino Conference 2026. And the game today, let the sparks fly between the Galleries Tower High Risers going against the Fresh Foxies. And at 6:30 p.m., we have the Signal Super Spikers and the Next Led Chameleons. Now, I want to greet everybody here in the Linares Center, Antipolo City, and also on the screens. Hello, everybody. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Hearts Day.
Happy Hearts Day.
The heart of volleyball. Alexis Tinsay at your service together with my partner, Ayel Estrañero. And we want to welcome someone new on the panel. Her surname means good arrival or welcome. So we want to welcome here no other than Frankie Bunvenida.
Welcome to the
everyone.
PVL.
I'm very excited to be here, and of course with my beautiful dates here today. And to be honest, there's nowhere I'd rather be than the heart of volleyball.
Oh, and you know what I want to ask you, Frankie? How's the energy at our dugouts? I heard some coaches gave out flowers to our players.
Where love is literally in the air, and the girls are very much excited to pour their hearts out in today's game, rather.
And you know what? Again, let the sparks fly for our first match. Let's take a look at the standings, Ayo.
Yep. I mean, right now, if you take a look at the updated standings, you've got Signal, Next Led, and PLDT on top. Still undefeated, but Galleries Tower High Risers are coming off a breakthrough, their first win after a long time. But a different story for the Fresh Foxies, because yes, they are a veteran team, but they have been starting slow in this conference so far, still winless with 2 losses so far.
And you know what, Ayel, that just shows how crucial this matchup is. With the standings so tight, only the top 4 teams getting that outright advantage. So with that, both teams know that there's absolutely no room to fall behind early this conference. Now let's take a closer look at the Twin Hearts powering Galleries Tower. Gail Pascual and Erica Deloria, who both exploded for 18 points in that breakthrough win over Zeus Coffee.
I mean, for the Galleries Tower High Risers, they are a rebuilding team, but in their previous game, as you mentioned, against Zeus Coffee, 4 players were in double digits, but Gail Pascual and Erica Deloria were the duo that
You're right.
actually spearheaded the scoring spree for the high-risers. Take a look at their numbers. 18 points for Pascual and 18 points for Deloria as well. But Deloria has embraced that starting unit, really embracing that opportunity. The lone double-digit scorer in their first game. She is starting to prove together with Pascual that they can be reliable scorers for the Galleries Tower High-Risers.
You know what, Ayala? That's a very powerful story. Both players stepping up with their career best performances during the time that their team needed them the most. What a turnaround. And speaking of which, Frankie, how was the energy, especially with their last game? How big of a confidence boost it has been for the Galleries Tower
Well,
High-Risers?
The girls were very much ecstatic. It was a finally moment for them. And as for Coach Clarence, he told me that even with a new system, with a new team, and their chemistry being tested, they were able to finally pull off a win and, you know, just trust and believe in their system. Na their will to win conquered all odds. And I got a chance to speak with Erica Raagas earlier today, and he told me that, she told me rather, that it was a momentum shift for the girls, or a reset that they want to bank on as they carry it into today's game. And it was, for them, it was sparks finally paying off, like with their training and everything.
You know what? That's just so great to hear coming from Erica, together with the Galleries Tower High-Risers, snapping a 17-game skid and finally seeing that dark cloud lift over the team. Almost after a year since their restored win. So you can imagine how much confidence, how much morale, how much belief that has been restored for the Galleries Tower High-Risers. Now shifting to the other side, let's talk about the perfect combination. We have a power of a veteran and also a young gun. So let's talk about Trisha Tubu and Ces Molina for the Farm Fresh Foxies.
I mean, the Farm Fresh Foxies, they are one of the veteran teams. Yes, they have a good mix of young players and veteran players, as you mentioned, Trisha Tubu and Ces Molina. But they are in the position where they don't want to be in the start of this conference. A 2-game losing streak, yes, a perfect combination. The bright spot so far for the Foxies, Ces Molina and Trisha Tubu, both in double digits, high-scoring players. But again, we're not yet seeing the full potential of the Farm Fresh Foxies. As I mentioned earlier, they are a veteran team. They know what to do. They have a lot of experience and maturity, but they haven't unleashed, again, their full potential. But today, they have a big opportunity to get their first win. But again, the Gallery Tower High-Risers would want to continue their winning ways today.
And that is why I'm so excited for today's game, because that duo will be clicking at the perfect time. Tubu elevating her scoring game, while Molina looking more and more like her vintage MVP self, especially that the offense can now revolve around her. Now, speaking of Ces Molina, let's see how they unite as one team with one heart with this One Heart feature.
We expect sa mga sarili din namin na lalaban kami this conference. Hi, I'm Ces Molina and this is the Farm Fresh Foxies. Well, ngayon, madedefine ko talaga yung team na as a teamwork. Dahil may mga new players kami, mix of young versus veteran players. May experience na, and then the young ones, aggressive pa. I think yun yung magbabalance para sa team ngayon. Sa pagdating ni Coach Koji, nagkaroon talaga yung team ng discipline. And yun talaga yung ine-emphasize ni Coach. Yung discipline as a Japanese, makikita naman natin na iba yung disiplina talaga ng mga Japanese. So, I think yun lang din yung gusto ko na talagang ma-emphasize ng team ngayon. Yung disiplina, yung palaban na team. Ito yung way namin sa lahat ng ginagawa namin. Every skill, every situation, magagamit talaga namin to. We expect sa mga sarili din namin na lalaban kami this conference.
Well, with Ces Molina showing what one heart can truly do for a team that is very hungry for their first win, I got a chance to talk to her earlier today, and she told me that with the team still adjusting and hungry for that chemistry, tinitingnan lang nila kung paano nila makukuha yung tamang timpla, tamang recipe, and tamang timing lang. So, let's see how Farm Fresh Foxies will get that win today. Try to get that win, rather.
That is just so exciting. And I heard, Frankie, meron tayong Pilipinas question for today's game.
Yes, speaking of, we have a question right below your streams asking which team will deliver the sweetest aces. Will it be the Galleries Tower High Rises or the Farm Fresh Foxies? You can answer that on the Pilipinas Live app, and please use the hashtag PVL 2026.
And that is right. Love is truly in the air this Valentine's Day, but only one team can deliver the sweetest aces. And that is why our first match of our Valentine's Showdown will be coming right up. We'll be back here on the One Sports Plus and Pilipinas Live app.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Valentine's Day and Game Day weekend here at the Premier Volleyball League 2026 All-Filipino Conference, the heart of volleyball. Live at Inares Center, Antipolo is the preliminary rounds match number 13, featuring the Galleries Tower High Risers and their opponent, the Farm Fresh Foxies. Presenting our national officials for this match. First referee, Mr. Joven Rosales. Second referee, Mr. Joffer Educado. Let's meet the starters. First, for Galleries Tower High Risers. Let's begin with their team captain at number 5, Julia Coronel. Wearing jersey number 8, Aiza Maizo Pontillas. At number 9, Gail Pascual. Jersey number 10, Jean Asis. At number 12, Rosel Baliton. Number 17, Erica Deloria. Their starting libero, number 16, Dolly Versosa. Head coach is Mr. Clarence Esteban. Calling on the Farm Fresh Foxies. Starting with jersey number 1, Alohi Robbins Hardy. At number 7, Francis Molina. Jersey number 8, Jolina De La Cruz. At number 9, Riza Cruz. Jersey number 12, Trisha Tubu. At 18, Marivic Meneses. Their starting libero, number 4, Bia General. Head coach is Mr. Chizura Bara Koji. This match is under the regulations and supervision of the Games and Amusements Board, PVL All-Filipino Conference. It's the Galleries Tower High Risers versus Farm Fresh Foxies. Good luck to both teams.
Happy Hearts Day here from the heart of volleyball. Your starters for the Galleries Tower High Risers. We have Asis Baliton Puntillas, Coronel Pascual Deloria, and Versosa. As we have also on the other side of the court your starters for the Farm Fresh Foxies. We have Meneses, Cruz, Tubu, Robbins Hardy, Molina, De La Cruz, General. Now as we open set 1, let's see the emotional contrast. Tower enters with confidence after snapping a 17-game skid and a gritty 5-set win over Zeus Coffee. Now Farm Fresh meanwhile is still chasing its first win after a tight 4-set loss to Signal. So what's it going to be? Momentum or desperation on Valentine's Day? We might just get another 5-set love story, Ayaw.
I mean, you already mentioned it. Farm Fresh Foxies on a 2-game losing streak, still looking for their first
You have Robbins, Hardy, Molina, Meneses, General on the court right now. Very experienced players compared to a very young lineup on the side of Galleries, starting things off with an error there.
And with that, the Farm Fresh Foxies get their first point here over an attack
Ces
error
Molina,
coming from Gene Assis. Again, we want to welcome you here to the All-Filipino Conference. Happy Hearts Day here. We're at the NRS Center, Antipolo City. Again, there's a long rally coming through here. Coronel setting it up for Maizo Pontillas, getting their first score of the game.
So Maizo Pontillas starting hot here in set number 1. If there's one player that Julia Coronel can heavily rely on, that's gonna be Isa Maizo Pontillas.
Now we have Gail Pascual, best opposite
Gail
spiker,
Pascual,
coming
serving
from the
for
NCAA.
high-rises.
Again, with such prowess and potential coming from their first game. Tubu. And that's going to be
Tubu.
unsavable on the side of her.
Look at that great effort still coming from Versosa.
Ball game continues here. Cornell setting it up for Isa again. Down the line.
Julia Coronel making sure that Isa Maizo Pontillas will get warmed up here in set number 1. Already 2 points. 2 points of the Gallery Star
Serving
High
for
Risers, both
Galleries.
coming from Isa
Gene
Maizo Pontillas.
Back-to-back points for Nang Isa. Robbins Hardy setting it up for Tubu. What a sharp angle.
And that's the comfortable angle of Trisha Tubu. You can't open up that cross-court angle. The easy outing there for Tubu.
Tubu face-to-face with Isa Maizo Pontillas here early
Trisha
on,
Tubu
heating the
serving.
court here in Inares Center. Juju, one for Deloria,
Great dig.
bumps it up. And there you have it.
Off-speed shot.
Off-speed shot here.
Just
4,
enough
2.
power there for De La Cruz. Blockers were also a little bit too early on that
Service.
block.
Tubu.
So far, Robbins Hardy trying to do a balanced playmaking.
Coronel, healing set to Maizo Pontillas. That was red. Another one for De La Cruz. Back-to-back
ball.
points here
De La
for the
Cruz.
Farm Fresh Foxies.
Good start for the Foxies. That's what they want here against Gallery Star High Risers. Again, they are still looking for their first
Service.
win, and they know they
Tubu.
have a big opportunity today.
3-time best opposite spiker. Coronel, Pascual from the back row.
Bertolano doing a good job.
Hardy to
digging.
Trisha. Free ball. Another chance here from the pipe. Who's gonna end this rally? Good read there by Coronel.
Too tight,
It hits the antenna. Ball is
too
out.
fast as well there
Point
on that
for
set
Farm
of
Fresh.
Versosa to Maizo Pontillas. 4-point lead here for the Foxies.
Tubu serving.
A lot more action here at the starting
Right?
unit. Deloria. Ooh.
Slides and
Running
scores.
attack for Cruz.
7-2.
You have to mention Robbins Hardy keeping everyone involved in terms of attacking, keeping the offense unpredictable. Take a look at that, another open block for Cruz.
A lot of options here for Alohi.
De La Cruz.
That's gonna be back-to-back points for the Farm Fresh Foxies. First off, coming from Cruz,
First
and then
technical
followed by
timeout.
De La Cruz. Now we
Farm
have the
Fresh
technical
Foxies.
timeout. Farm Fresh on top.
2. Gallery Tower High Risers.
We are still here celebrating Valentine's Day at the Henares Center, Antipolo City. And speaking of Hearts Day, I know there's a lot of love stories at the dugout. So let's hear it from Frankie Bunvenida.
After finally getting their breakthrough win, the High Risers are coming into this game with a different level of confidence. Team Captain Julia Coronel concedes that we are proud of what we have accomplished, but this is just the start. We have a long way to go and it is back to the drawing room instantly for us. During their trainings, defense was priority. Sabi niya sa akin, nag-focus talaga kami sa blockings because we're expecting them to play a fast-paced game. So tonight, let's see how these ladies turn confidence into composure. Back to you, Alexis and Ariel.
Thank you very much for that report, Frankie Bunvenida. Again, you want to welcome her to the panel. Again, love is truly in the air here. We want to thank you for tuning in here to the PVL All-Filipino Conference. Masaya talaga nakadate natin ang ating mga PVL fans for today.
And masaya din ako na ikaw ang kadate ko today.
Of course! And as we're speaking, the Valentine's Showdown continues. Sadly, that wasn't checked for Deloria. That's going to be a point for Farm Fresh, which is now up and above, dominating with 8 points here.
Trisha Tubu showing great consistency there up on the service line. And as I say that, straight to the net for Trisha Tubu. But you have to commend her. She was there on that line for quite some time, allowing the Foxies to create this big lead early on.
And Ayel, from what you're seeing early, who looks more settled emotionally? There's a bit of a shackle here on the side of Galleries.
Exactly. Farm Fresh Foxies looking more confident, looking more cohesive. Frankie mentioned it earlier in the report that Galleries Tower High-Rise prepared their blocking, but right now they can't keep up with the pace of the Foxies. Meanwhile, the Foxies able to slow them down up in the net.
Into the block.
But finally, Erica Deloria powers one through.
11.
The taller blocker there in Robbins Hardy.
We're going to look for more action coming from Deloria, given her performance from last game together by Gail Pascual in their previous match, as she serves right now.
Good pass from General.
Robbins Hardy, Ces Molina.
Good attempt there coming from Baliton and Coronel, trying to block Ces Molina, but Molina able to put more power and score another point.
You know what, Ayel? We already talked about the power combination, possibly of Ces Molina and Trisha Tubu, but you know, let's discuss Cruz and De La Cruz here being the surprise factor for Galleries Tower High Risers.
I mean, De La Cruz on the side of the Foxies already with 5 points. Meanwhile, Cruz also being activated.
13-4.
Clearly, Foxies out-attacking the High Risers so far.
Pagka di-depensa, i-ready nyo talaga yung sarili nyo. Then, anong usapan natin sa depensa? Sa pinakamabilis na gawa nyo. Then, pag nag-8 pa sila, mabilis yung set, mabilis din yung penetrate ng kamay. Kasi tumatalsik eh. Pero standard yung block natin, okay? Kaya, habulin natin.
Find a way to get those touches up on the net, at least to just slow down the offense of the Foxies.
You're right on that, Ayel. They are now currently down by 9. It's 13 serving 4 here. Coronel will choose Pascual across court. Great read there by Cruz. Another attempt. Middle activated. Baliton on the right.
Finally, a clean point coming from the middle. The Galleries Tower High Risers will need more stable passing and digging to help out Coronel
for Galleries.
Orchestrate the offense.
Robbins Hardy.
With a quick hit.
Everyone is a threat right now on the side of the Foxies. Robbins Hardy having an easier time finding the right attacker at the right time. Loose block coming from the high risers and the
Alohi.
We're talking about the many options here of Alohi Robbins Hardy. From A to B to C to D.
lahat na.
Who is going to be next?
On the hit out.
And ito yung pinag-uusapan natin on top of the
15,
coverage. We haven't seen the full
From Fresh
potential of the
Foxies
Foxies.
with a
They have a
10-point
lot
lead.
of lethal attackers, and right now we are seeing that currently all attackers
Seven.
scoring points for their squad. Good set.
Pascual.
That's going to
off the
be a
block.
good redeeming point here for Gail Pascual on the side of Galleries Tower High Risers.
Only the first point of Pascual in this set of the
Team
hands
captain.
of Trisha Tubo.
Alohi to Trisha.
Net fault. For the Masses.
If you're the team going
Second
down
technical
with a
timeout.
9-point
16. Farm
technical
Fresh
timeout,
Foxies.
Farm Fresh still on top.
6. Galleries Tower High Risers.
We want to welcome you back here to the PVL All-Filipino Conference 2026. Again, it's Hearts Day, and this is your first Valentine's Showdown. It's Galleries Tower High Risers against the Farm Fresh Foxies. Thank you for watching us on One Sports Plus and also on the Filipinas Live app. As you can see here, Farm Fresh Foxies going hot here at the arena with a 10-point dominating set.
Still no answers coming from the
And
high
the technical
risers,
timeout.
especially
Ces Molina.
in the
7
spiking
for
department.
Farm Fresh.
Coronel to Pascual again. Checked. Another one. Tubo!
Trisha Tubu. Cross court hit.
Trisha Tubu with another hammer there. But I mean, it's just the team effort we're seeing right now. A good dig, a good set, and a good finish coming from Trisha Tubu.
The spike of the set is brought to you by Dunkin' Pasalubong ng Bayan.
Oh!
Meneses.
Grabe. Yun ang mapasasabi ko. Ayan.
The Foxies, they are on the floor right now. Again, everyone playing their role at the highest level.
No, we promised the PVL fans that this is going to be a heart-stopping, heart-pounding match. And there you have it. From all the variety of options of Alohi Robbins Hardy coming from Meneses to Molina to Cruz to De La Cruz and of course the Tubu as of the moment here for Coach Koji.
And that's giving the high risers a difficult time in terms of defense. Good set. Oh, good reaction coming from Coronel.
You'll need a Galleries Tower to be more proactive here. Deloria, payong na payong pa rin. ni Trisha Tubo on the side of Farm Fresh.
All doors closed for the high risers. Take a look at that blocking system of the Foxies. They have prepared well. Talking about Farm Fresh.
Meneses.
And alongside Trisha Tubo, another original tower,
Oh, yeah.
Riri Meneses. Deloria again across court.
And that's a good target for Deloria. Riri Meneses coming from the service line, still trying to position herself in defense. Just couldn't react quickly there. Talking about Meneses.
Gotta love the persistence here of Erika Deloria on the side of Galleries.
Oh, too high. Too high. The set was too high for Trisha Tubu, forcing her to commit that error, scraping the antenna. So a free point for the high risers.
Antenna touch, possibly stopping the momentum of Farm Fresh. Asis can work on this. Alohi to Tubu again. Great read from Jean. Pascual from the back row. Chance again for Trisha. But
That
that's
is one.
going to be too angled. Gonna be another free point for Galleries. A
10,
breather here for the
19.
high risers.
Right. You have to credit Baliton there trying to close down Trisha Tubo, forcing her to commit that error, wanting to go sharper.
Assist
3-0 runs so far for the high risers.
They'll need to lengthen this run
Yep.
in order to play catch up
the
here.
ball.
But Tubu
Tubu.
says no on the side of Farm Fresh.
And Trisha Tubu has always been that kind of player. Will commit one error, but in the next she will score a point.
Farm
A
Fresh
good
Foxies.
bounce back point there for Trisha Tubu.
12 out, 17, Romero.
And now Tubu
1
will
out,
take a
21,
rest.
Tubino,
And another
8.
powerful player here on the side of Farm Fresh. We have Ani Royce Tubino ready with the fresh legs here on the side of Coach Koji. Now also Louis Romero,
Yep.
former captain here of Farm Fresh, ready to serve.
Team captain, Louis Romero.
A display of the
7 for
depth
Farm Fresh.
of the Foxies in terms of their lineup.
Correct me, Ayel, still the captain.
Down the line, Maizo Portillas.
Babawi ng down the line hit. Aiza Maizo Potillas, who had the hot hands
Substitution.
from the start of set number
Gallery
1.
Sour.
And a bit
5
quiet
out,
in the
14.
past few points, but a much needed conversion there for the high risers. Now we're also seeing a double sub for the high risers. Puzon and Victoria
Timeout.
on the court,
Farm Fresh
but
Foxies.
timeout for the Foxies.
Don't do that. Don't. Okay. This ball, it's okay. Don't mark. This goes. This it. 2 times. This error. 2 times.
Seems like Coach Koji was pointing out their defensive pattern there, saying that the high risers was able to score 2 points in whatever zone that was. And the Coach Koji wants a stop on that.
You know what? This discipline is what's giving the Farm
Yep.
Fresh Foxies
I
this
agree.
kind of domination.
I
It's
agree.
7-20.
9 points above Galleries Tower, 5 points away from getting set number 1. But ball game continues here.
Victoria turn back.
There you go, a good adjustment on their blocking formation. Victoria closed down by Tubino.
Substitution. Farm Fresh
First
Foxies.
block point coming from Tubino here.
8
It's
out, 14, Abeliana. 8.
Abeliana in, 21 serving 11 here. Farm Fresh still on top.
Yep, and Coach Koji maximizing his
Pierre
lineup,
Abeliana,
giving
7 for
everyone
Farm Fresh.
some court time. Good serve.
Blocked. Another one here. A chance for Tubino.
Off the block, Tubino.
Royce
gonna be
Tubino.
Back-to-back points for Tubino.
22-11.
Quality minutes so far for both Romero and Tubino.
Service. Abeliana.
Overpass. Well maximized
with a
there by
regalo.
Tubino. Abeliana
23-11.
playing her role perfectly off the bench as a service specialist.
Serving.
Getting a
Abeliana.
couple of aces here.
Victoria.
Victoria.
That's going to
Off
be a
the
good
block.
one here for Galleries Tower High Risers.
The high risers showing some sparks here, but it's really their consistency that they need to work on. As the Foxies
Erica
only 2
Deloria,
points away and
serving
taking
for
set
Galleries
number
Tower.
1.
Erica Deloria here at 2 points. Almost at the end of set number 1. Tubino again, firing it up. Second attempt, gets that one for Farm Fresh.
Tubino, cross-court hit.
Tubino being a scoring machine in the
At
tail
second
end
advantage.
of this set.
Literally, Coach Koji
Substitution.
pulling out
Farm
everybody
Fresh.
and everybody having the hot hands.
They have have the same mindset going into this game. They want to get their first win of the conference.
Desde Guzman.
Desde
serving.
Guzman, ready to serve. Might possibly be the last point here. Victoria,
Down the line.
back-to-back
Victoria.
points here. But now with that down-the-line hit for Galleries
13,
Tower High Risers.
24.
Good set also coming from Puzon to
Substitution.
Victoria.
Galleries Tower, 12 out, 15.
Great pull here.
Alvarez.
Now Shola Alvarez will be seeing first-time action here as she serves for the High Risers. Let's see if she could switch things up at the very set point.
Shola Alvarez serving for Galleries.
Oof. Alvarez popping it high for Victoria. Good read by Abeliana.
+1.
A mini
for
run here
Galleries.
for Galleries.
14,
But it's still a
24.
10-point lead for the Foxies. But for the High Risers, what they want is to really find that momentum here in the tail end of set number 1.
Service Alvarez.
And they're slowly but surely getting it. Let's see if it continues here. Tobino again. Been away for Pascual. General was there. Chance for Ces Molina. And that's gonna be
Molina ends
the
set.
final point here for
25,
set number 1,
14.
closing it all
Fresh
in
Foxies.
with confidence. What a heart-stopping set. Galleries Tower edging it out with a seesaw battle, but we saw the Farm Fresh Foxies dominating all set through.
Oh
Ariel.
yeah, they stepped on the gas right away. They started strong and they did not look back. They controlled set number 1.
Again here, the set was rapid, it was intense, but it's only gonna get hotter from here. The score is 14-25. We'll see set to action here in return on the Pilipinas Live app. You're watching the Heart of Volleyball now on Hearts Day. The score for set number 1 is 14-25 between the Galleries Tower High Risers and the Farm Fresh Foxies, who had almost a 9-10 point lead throughout the entire time. Let's take a look at the set 1 highlights, Ayala.
It was a dominant set for the Foxies. They came in prepared. You have to mention Alohi Robbins Hardy orchestrating the offense so smoothly, keeping everyone involved, making sure that everyone is a threat in terms of offense. And that really did damage on the defense of the Galleries Tower High Risers. Some sparks for them offensively, but definitely not enough as you see the numbers on your screens. 7 more attack points for the Foxies. They have 17 against the 10 of the High Risers. More kill blocks as well. They have 4 against none for the High Risers. So if you take a look at the different departments, Foxy's really faring better. But what's good for the High Risers, if they were able to stay consistent. They only had 4 errors, but they will need to improve their attacking and their blocking to be able to keep up with the Foxies in set number 2.
And they even had that strong run
This is the
towards the
second
end
set
of
of
set
match
number
number
1. So
13.
if they can
Galleries
build
Tower
up
High
on that,
Risers
then there can
versus
be
Farm
a
Fresh
different narrative
Foxies.
here for set number
Foxies
2.
took the
Again, the
first
High
set,
Risers are coming off a
25-14.
breakthrough. Their first win in almost a year. But the Foxies, they're
On deck
similarly
to
looking
serve,
for that breakthrough
Olivia
themselves
Robbins
after
Hardy.
losing their first 2 games. And as you can see here, they revamped, they reset, they refreshed, and now it's just stronger than ever.
Block point.
But
For Farm Fresh.
Foxies have learned the tendencies of the high risers. Blocking has been a key department here for the Foxies.
Serving Robbins
So
Hardy.
coverage also has to keep up on the side of the high risers.
Service ace.
Talking about
Robbins.
coverage.
Yep. A service ace there for Robbins Hardy.
I love the reaction of Robbins Hardy. She's gonna get it.
Robbins Hardy for the serve.
2-0.
Oh, wow.
Meneses defends
Meneses
the net.
just reading and
3-2
predicting the playmaking of Coronel.
I mean, add the height and then the IQ
Yep.
and the veteranship of Meneses.
Robbins
No,
Hardy
she's definitely
serving.
a big tower up there on the net.
Coronel to Pascual. That soft tip. Chance for Tubu going strong. Great read there by Versosa.
Chance ball for the Foxies.
Ooh, another one. Pontillas was there.
No second ball for Galleries.
No second ball for the Galleries
4-2
Tower High Risers. They are now up by 4 with Galleries having no points yet here for set number 2.
Serving Robbins Hardy.
Another out of system for the high risers.
Gloria will try. Molina! And that is just
Molina
so strong.
in the hands of Maisel Pontillas.
I mean, the Foxies has been playing in system, so they are really looking good. The attackers attacking comfortably, the right height, the right speed that they want. Meanwhile, the high
Robbins
risers
Hardy
have struggled in their first ball, playing out of system a lot of times.
Ayel, how do you think can they regroup from here? Again, you've been talking about
finds
out
the
of system
line.
plays.
No, but right now, better passing from them. The reason why they were able to convert that point.
And or as of the moment, more courtside stories coming from Frankie Bunvenida. What do you have for us, Frankie?
So far in this game, you can see Ces Molina quietly leading this young team. And you know what, Alexis and Ayel, I got a chance to talk to her before this game, and she told me that she is not very vocal, and that is something she wants to improve on throughout the conference. After their character-building losses, she remains optimistic as their third time might just be the charm. So the focus now is to stick to their system to hopefully get their first win of the season. Back to you, Alexis and Ayel.
Thank you very much for that report,
Net
Frankie.
fault.
Again, talking about being more vocal. Third time's the charm. Ika nga, Ayel.
I mean, Ces Molina has always been that leader, once a captain also in her
Gail
previous
Pascual, serving
team.
for High Risers.
Ooh, and that's gonna be too strong for Tubu. Ball is
Ball is
unfortunately not checked for the Farm Fresh Foxies.
Oh, but there's a challenge
on the call by
on
Farm
the
Fresh
side of the
Foxies.
Foxies.
Block touch.
Palma
Challenge,
raising that
Farm
block
Fresh
touch
Foxies.
card on the side of Foxies. This is gonna be our first challenge of the day and also of the game.
It was off that attack from Trisha Tubo. I believe it was Asis and Deloria up on the net. Well, for the high risers, they just want to keep the score close because they need to learn their lesson from set number 1. They allowed the Foxies to lead early on, and they have struggled to catch up. But the Foxies want every point they can get. Unfortunately,
There is no block touch.
there's no block touch. Very clear on the
Challenge is
challenge
unsuccessful.
replay.
Point for
So
Galleries.
challenge unsuccessful. The point will go to the high risers.
Unsuccessful challenge here for Coach Koji.
Service. Pascual.
But again, if they can build on what they did for set number 1, they were up by 7 in attack points. Aiza Pontillas, the bright spot here on the side of Galleries. Coronel to Aiza, putting it over. Who will allow he choose? Riri again. Bit of a hard fault rally, and Aiza gets it here for Galleries.
A good call from the veteran Aiza Pontillas to go for that spike and that second touch.
This spike of the set is brought to you by Dunkin', pasalubong ng bayan.
That's what experience and maturity can do, those quick decision making.
Alohi to Trisha. What a sharp angle.
Net fault.
But there's a net fault, so that's going to be Farm Fresh's point.
7-4.
Tubu stopping the run of the high risers.
Riri Meneses serving
Meneses.
for Farm Fresh.
Dominating in terms of blocking and attacking.
Good set.
Kneeling set here to Deloria. Ball play continues here. Juju will choose Asis. Activated.
Power tip.
And good control coming from Julia Coronel. It was almost an overpass, but she was still able to perfectly set up Asis. Going for the power tip. Too quick for the Foxies.
We'll need more of
Jean
these
Asis
from
serving
Jean
for
Asis.
Galleries.
Closer game so far here.
Service ace.
Make it just a 1-point game here as Galleries reaches 6 points.
Lead is down to 1.
Back-to-back points for Jean Asis.
Again, we've been talking about it. Ayel, itong Galleries Tower High Risers. Once they warm up, it's going to be a little more dangerous
Service.
here on the side of Farm
Asis.
Fresh.
They have shown a lot of grit and resilience against Zeus Coffee, but
Down the line. Tubu.
Trisha Tubu has been unstoppable.
Has been
First
targeting
technical timeout.
that right side of the court.
Farm
Kay
Fresh
Deloria now.
Foxies.
Farm Fresh still on top, but
6.
only by 2.
Galleries Tower High Risers.
App anytime, anywhere. Also available on One Sports and One Sports Plus. Again, I'm just so happy that you guys decided to be our date this V-Day here at the Inares Center, Antipolo City. As of the moment, it's a closer
the
match
technical
here with
time.
Farm Fresh only up
Serving
by
for
2
Farm Fresh.
against the Galleries Tower High
Trisha
Risers.
Tubu.
Tubu again exploding with 8 points already here. Back set to Aiza Maizo.
Off the ball. Maizo Pontillas.
Off the ball there for Maizo Pontillas.
5th point for Aiza Pontillas, the leading scorer so far for the high risers.
Aiza
Going
Maizo
above the
Pontillas
block that
serving
time.
for Galleries.
Ooh!
Cruz slides
I'm
and scores.
I'm left speechless here at babalikan ni Cruz on the side of Farm Fresh. Now still up, protecting this 2-point cushion.
The Foxies has been very
Jolena de la
aggressive
Cruz,
in
serving
terms of
for Farm
offense.
Fresh.
Maiza playing setter. Pascual from the back. Chance here for Ces.
Good reaction from Pontillas.
Chance here again. Ces, second attempt. Gets that
Through
one
the block,
for Farm
Molina.
Fresh.
No slow touches, no
10-7.
soft touches at all coming from the Foxies. It has all been power attacks this time, going in between. And again, the high risers will need to
Service,
stabilize that
Cruz.
blocking formation.
It's all power coming from everyone.
On
Look at that
cue.
swag
With a
off
good play.
from Rose Baliton.
And Coronel calling the right shots in terms of activating the middles too
Take a look at
early.
this.
Yeah, on the
Oh.
block for Cruz.
Erica Deloria serving
The court
for Galleries.
getting hotter and hotter here. That's gonna be
Service
out.
A wasted opportunity there for the high risers to gain more momentum. Closer match, closer set, but the Foxies
Lisa Cruz
has been
serving
able
for
to
Farm
protect
Fresh.
their lead.
We're gonna look for more action coming from Erica Deloria, who actually scored 18 points last match against Zeus Coffee Thunderbells.
Good touch.
Hardy, Molina, good read from Versosa. Chance here for Pascual. Hardy will set it up for De La Cruz from the pipe. Again, back-to-back
Baliton.
points here from the
Nice.
solo tower. No other than Rosel Baliton.
And the Foxies also scrambling in that sequence. Only De La Cruz available for offense that forced Hardy to go for a back row attack. But as you mentioned, Baliton able to read that one.
Being the strong anchor here
Rose
for
Baliton,
the Galleries
serving for
Tower High
Galleries.
Risers. Let's take a look at how this serve will go. Molina again. Power upon power.
Off the block, Molina.
Off the block. Molina
12,
gets that one
9.
for Farm Fresh.
The double block has been a non-factor for Ces Molina. She has been powering through, breaking through the block
Robbins
and
Hardy,
breaking the
Serving
hands.
for Farm Fresh.
Coronel, high set for Pascual.
Tubu.
Payong
says
again.
no entry.
Take a look at that defense coming from Trisha Tubu.
Nakita na even Riri Meneses was already there
Robbins
with the
Hardy,
open.
seven.
So double block against Pascual, all angles close too.
3 point for Galleries.
3 point here for the Galleries Tower
10,
High Risers.
13.
Farm Fresh cruising smoothly over just a 3-point advantage. Juju
Serving for
Coronel doing
Galleries,
everything
team
she
captain,
can to
Julia
activate
Coronel.
everybody here on the line for Galleries Tower.
Unfortunately,
+1.
straight
Farm
to the
Fresh.
net there. A couple of errors on the service line already for the high risers. Just halting their own momentum here.
Set 1, they only had
Ces
4
Molina,
errors.
Serving for Farm
Ces Molina
Fresh.
with 6 attack points already here, all power. Juju.
Oh, that's a good set.
Deloria from the
That's
back.
good playmaking coming from Coronel.
This spike of the set is brought to you by Dunkin' Pasalubong ng Bayan. Yun ang hinahanap natin. Where have
Substitution.
you been?
Galleries
Erica
Tower,
Deloria.
11
Combination
Raadas.
play from the back row. Only one blocker for Deloria, finding the right angle.
Had 10 points for her first game,
Erica
18
Raadas.
for her second.
Seven
Let's see how
for
many can she
Galleries.
contribute for this third. Paaga seeing first time action here. Oh, what a save by Dolly Versosa. Ball play continues here. Will it be Riri? And it will.
Meneses.
Shaking the antenna. Too much power on the side of Farm Fresh. It's 12 serving 15. Jean Assis. 2 points, 1 attack, 1 ace. We'll need more activation from her in the middle, from Juju Coronel. Race up high for De La Cruz. Cross court. What a good read and save from Assis. Chance here for Agas from the back. Another one now from Deloria. Still a check. And there you have it.
Now the high riser is still trying to save that one. Unfortunately, that won't do for them.
Still great persistence coming from Baliton and Raagas, but Farm Fresh still on top now by 4. You're still watching We're still in on it. Farm Fresh against Galleries. Farm Fresh up by 4 here. This set number 2 for the PVL All-Filipino Conference this Valentine's Day. We have a couple of substitutions on both sides of the court. We have team captain Luis Romero serving here for the Foxies.
Paat as well on the court for the double sub. That's gonna sail out for Baliton, wanting to go to zone 1.
Good attempt though coming from Rosella Baliton, but we're gonna have our second challenge here of the match, and it's still a block match.
But still Foxies leading the way, but the High Risers doing a better job keeping it close. Playing with more consistency, especially in offense, but again, Foxies, everyone has been a weapon.
You're right on that. 'As you can see here, 12-16 is the score. A while ago, it was up to 9 to 11 points when it comes to advantage, but now Galleries doing everything they
There is
can
no block touch.
to halt Farm Fresh, but as of the moment
Challenge
now,
is unsuccessful.
there's no block touch. It's gonna be an unsuccessful challenge here for new Galleries coach Clarence Esteban.
Yep. High Risers trying their luck in the challenge. But good things happen when Luis Romero is on the court for the Foxies.
Ooh. You know what? That was such a great, powerful attempt coming from ng Aiza Pontillas.
But error starting to pile up here for the High Risers, allowing the Foxies to create a bigger lead.
Locked in, Aiza Pontillas getting that target. Better and better, second time around.
I love how Julia Coronel went back to Isa Pontillas.
This spike of the set is brought to you by Pasalubong ng Bayan.
Maiza Pontillas.
Kilala naman natin si Nang Aiza. Hinagyan. Back-to-back. Cute little dance coming from Puzon with her service ace. Sana ma-replay. Makita yung talong niya. There you have it.
Could be a game changer here for the High Risers.
Romero
Let's
back
see.
set to Pat! Welcome back here, Mama Mai, for the Farm Fresh Foxies.
Pat.
Sabi nga
Again,
niya sa
going cross court.
VTR, talagang ibang klase daw yung papakita niya kasi syempre meron pa ding prowess and power ang isang may lipahan.
Pierre Abellana serving.
Here, Abellana. And the rest of the Farm Fresh Foxies just 6 points away from grappling set number 2 as well. Let's see how Baliton and the rest of the Tower High Risers can halt them. Great read from Versosa. Chance here for Victoria. What a save.
Chance ball for the High Risers.
Puzon again. And now for Baliton. Second time around. Long rally ahead. Paat. Puzon. Versosa. High set here for Victoria. Romero was there. Another chance here for Mylene. Oof. Unfortunate for that to end in an error.
Now, but you have to commend the efforts of both teams. The high-risers staying patient in terms of offense, given the good defense being shown by the Foxies. But as you mentioned, unfortunately, that rally ending on that error.
And another costly error at that.
I mean, you are in the tail end of set number 2, so you want to be able to stay consistent. You can't give away a lot of free points, talking about the high-risers who are also currently playing catch-up.
Des de Guzman serving.
Des de Guzman on the court again. Puzon to Victoria, blocked by Molina. Chance ball for the Foxies. A quick will work for Riri Meneses. Again, that height and length has been an advantage for Riri Meneses. Simple tip, but a point that will lead them closer to the end. Raagas.
Deloria from the pipe. Ball game still ongoing. Who's gonna end this? Oh, what a mix-up here. Riri Meneses ending that mix-up from the Galleries Tower high-risers.
And that presence of mind of Riri Meneses has definitely helped the Foxies. Take a look at that anticipation.
We've been talking about how high her height is together with her IQ. We have Coach Clarence on the timeout.
Dapat malakas niya kasi alam mo nagulat ka na sa'yo binigay. Diba, dapat wala nang ganun. Diba, naglalaro na kayo, dapat naka-ready lagi. Ano usapan lagi, hingi kayo para alam mo yung centers kung kayo na ibibigay. Kaso ang problema, tinitigilan niyo ulit. Paano tayo aabot kung ganyan yung gagalaw natin? Ha? Sipaga lang, magsalita na magsalita. Paano tayo magka-problema? Okay, wala namang problema yung bola. Kung nagsisimas, pinapractice naman natin. Ang problema yung atake.
Nakakapitan niya.
Coach Clarence Esteban talking about court sense and communication and the timeout. You need to know where exactly you are in the court and where the ball is. And for the high-risers, they need to keep on talking because the Foxies looking to close out here.
You're right on that, Ayel. They have the power. They have been showing some prowess, but the errors are getting the worst of them.
23-15.
Farm Fresh 2 points away from also grappling the second set as well.
De Guzman serving.
There's Clemente de Guzman. That long serve. Oof! And still not getting in. That's going to be back-to-back errors coming from Galleries Tower
For Fresh
high-risers.
Foxies at set point advantage.
Again, they have the intention.
De Guzman
But
for the serve.
as of the moment, Farm Fresh at set point. Do everything their best to halt this. Molina. Again!
Molina.
It's gonna be a repetition of the storyline. It was Ces Molina who closed out set number 1. Now she's closing out set number 2 again. And just like what you said, Ayel, it's all power.
Yep, and it's all consistency. A 7-1 run for the Foxies to end set number 2.
What an intense run here for the Farm Fresh Foxies. Again, better performance coming from the Galleries Tower high-risers. The scores are 14-25, 15-25. We'll get set 3 action when we return here on One Sports Plus. And here at the heart of volleyball, set number 1, it's 14-25. Set 2, it's 25-18 for the Galleries Tower High Risers against the Fresh Foxies. Again, Fresh Foxies dominating 2 sets over the Galleries Tower High Risers. Let's take a look at the highlights.
Well, the Foxies right now has just been cruising 22 minutes in the set number 1, 24 in set number 2. They have done their homework, everything going well on their side of the court. Riri Meneses had some highlights in the tail end of that set, really leading the way in terms of net defense. But again, everyone has been reliable in terms of offense for the Foxies. Let's take a look at the numbers. The Foxies still dominating the attacking department. They have 12 against the 7 of the High Risers, but finally the High Risers able to register some kill blocks and aces, 2 apiece for those departments for the High Risers, but the Foxies still leading the blocking department with 4. And the High Risers also committing more errors, a lot on the service line as well, breaking their own momentum. They have 8 against only the 4 of the Foxies. Still an all-around performance for the Foxies. Again, they are looking for their first win this season, this conference rather. They're coming off 2 losing streaks, but the High Risers coming off a breakthrough. But right now, they are being tested by the cohesiveness of the Foxies.
You're right about that, Ayel. Again, today's storyline, a breakthrough team riding the momentum. Galleries Tower getting their first win after a 17-game skid. And also a hungry squad determined to change their heartbreak into redemption. Like what Ayel said, it's 2 consecutive losses. Now they want to win this. And they've also won already 2 sets this game. So can they close this out in 3, or will it be a 5-set love story?
Well, that's what the High Risers want. They want a 5-setter. They want to extend this match. But for the Foxies, they want to end this early. That's going to be good for their confidence going into their first game. Again, it's a long tournament format in this All-Filipino conference, but you want to end the preliminaries in the top 4 to avoid the play-in tournament.
Ooh! Tubu with that opening power move for Fresh Foxies. Again, attacks of Galleries Tower. 10 for the first set, bumaba ng 7. And together with Fresh, 17, bumaba ng 12. Let's see if they can both power up for this set 3, because it can possibly be the final set.
Yep. Good adjustment there.
Hardy to De La Cruz, cross court. Rososa was there. Ooh.
Deloria of the hands of
Deloria from the back row. Too much sauce that time. Meneses unstable.
We're tied at 1-1 here at the PVL All-Filipino Conference. Pascual serving.
Ooh,
Hardy
too tight.
to Tubu. Ooh.
But that's what elevation can do. It was already an out of system, too close to the net for Trisha Tubu, but she had the height and length advantage there, still able to swipe that off the hands of Deloria. Good dig from Tubu.
De La Cruz. What a save!
De La Cruz.
And fortunately, there wasn't any second ball after Julia Coronel's.
That's right. A good anticipation and good stretch there coming from Coronel. Unfortunately, no support in the second touch. Good pass.
Another attempt by Asis. Now from Ces Molina from the pipe. Another great save from Coronel herself, playing libero here. Robins Hardy. Third attempt from the pipe from Ces. Sasagutin ni Jean. Good save there by De La Cruz. Dolly Versosa will put it up for Aiza Maizo Puntillas. Chatsy for De La Cruz. Right at the center of the campfire here on the side of Galleries.
4-1.
And now we have more stories. Let's hear from Frankie Bunvenida.
Fresh off a breakout performance last game, Erica Deloria hopes to bring that same energy and consistency into this match. Down by 2 sets and a lot of catching up to do, Erica lives by a simple principle. There are days na hindi sang-ayon lahat ng nangyayari sa'yo, but choice mo how to act on it. For this team, it's not about dwelling on what's gone wrong, but about acting to make things better. And that focus might just be the key for the high-risers to turn this game around. Back to you, Alexis Nael.
Thank you very much for that report, Frankie Bunvenida. And with
Liza
that again,
Martinez, well played
it's about
shot.
learning from everything that they've gone through, and that is why they are still here, standing stronger than ever.
And not stopping until that last point, definitely, because for the high risers, they still have an opportunity right now. Yes, they are down by 2 points, but they can turn things around here.
Alohi choosing Trisha. Jean popping it up high, and that's going to be a free point.
Yep, that's a tough one. Deloria unable to find a space to go for that approach. And the Foxies right now just
Serving for Farm Fresh.
playing with a lot of cohesiveness.
It's 5, serving 2. Farm Fresh still on top. Aiza Maizo Pontillas.
Block point.
It's going to be a
for
solid
Farm
block
Fresh.
point coming from Ces Molina on the side of Farm Fresh.
Another solid blocking formation there for the Foxies. They knew that that was gonna go to Aiza Maizo Pontillas. Oh,
A combination play.
and that's probably gonna help the high risers here. More combination plays, given that the Foxies are able to establish their net defense well, and the wing attackers, putting them right in the middle,
Aiza Maizo Pontillas.
could be more strategic.
Let's see how this works as Coach Clarence
with a quick
Esteban
Wow.
pulled out Sharon Cheta on the side of
7,
Galleries, but
3.
let's not forget the command. Also the power of Cruz here, coming in from the middle for Coach Koji.
Playing with a lot of
Lisa Cruz,
efficiency right now. We're
7
talking about
for
Cruz.
Foxies.
She's not getting a lot of sets, but once she gets the set, she delivers a point right away.
3 point
But
for Galleries.
service error there for Cruz. That's gonna give the high risers a free point for serving 7. The Foxies with a
Erica
3-point
Deloria
lead.
Serving.
Again, they can't let themselves get eaten by their errors. They produced 8 last set. Riri. Coronel will choose Deloria from the pipe. Ball is still kept in play here. Another chance for the high risers. Isa will set it up for Coronel. General was there.
1-2
That's
play.
a great one. A
Robbins
1-2 play
Hardy.
coming from playmaker Alohi Robbins Hardy.
First
And with
technical
that,
timeout.
Farm Fresh for
8,
the
Farm
third
Fresh
time around,
Foxies.
still on top for the first
4,
technical timeout.
Galleries Sour High Risers.
You're still watching the PVL All-Filipino Conference here live at the Inares Center, Antipolo City. The score is 8-4 with Farm Fresh still on top by 4. They have been leading this entire match, and now for set number 3, they are gonna wanna end it. Again, on your screens previously was Aragalang, who's also really excited as to how she will bring power to the Foxies. Tubu checked. Another chance, second attempt. Tubu
Into the block.
gets that one for Farm Fresh.
Can't leave a loose block against Trisha Tubu. You already know she's gonna go for that power attack. 13-point for Trisha Tubu.
This spike of the set is brought to you by Dunkin' Pasalubong ng Bayan.
Ooh.
Service is
Deloria with a bit of hesitation that time. Wasn't sure whether she was gonna get that or tried to avoid that ball. But that's gonna be a point for the Foxies.
Trisha Tubu with that high IQ of hers.
And that makes her a deadlier attacker, definitely. That variety of attacks this time fooling the floor defense of the high-risers.
Pretty sure they've been expecting a lot of power.
Yep. Tubu now able to really control her power.
Coronel to Pascual, Bertolano. Chats here for Ces.
Molina off the block.
Again, Ces Molina has always been comfortable attacking even with two blockers right in front of her.
Nothing scares Ces Molina, and that is why Galleries Tower will have a timeout.
So nawawala yung mga pinag-aralan natin. Ang nangyayari lang, basta tatalo na lang kayo. Kasi yung sistema, may dapat mo kumuha, may dapat mo block, may dapat mo. So huwag niyong baguhin. Kaya nawawala tayo sa system natin. Tapos, pag nagagawa ka ng play, wag mo, pag nag-out of system, walang tuloy yun. Ibabato mo sa pinakamadali mo, sa pinaka naka-ready. Okay, so dapat pag nag-out of system, walang play. Pero wag niyo ituloy yung yung hindi magandang play.
Basic lang, girls. Basic lang.
Hey, Galleries!
Coach Clarence frustrated as of the current situation because of the 6-1 heated run by the Fresh Foxies, with Trisha Tubu leading with 14 points and of course followed by Maizo Puntillas with 7. Ayel.
Still no double-digit scorers on the side of the high-risers. Let's see how they will respond this time. Oh, good dig from Alohi.
Meneses, back set to Molina. A chance for Gale here. Tubu is there. Tubu formidable. Not just from the sidelines, but by the net. Make that 15 points for Trisha Tubu.
An all-around performance so far coming from Trisha Tubu. And this is a lethal front row for the Foxies. You have Meneses, Molina, and Tubu up in the front.
Oh, double block. Oh!
Net fault.
There's going to be a net fault. That's going to be a point for the Fresh Foxies.
Noncheta scraping the net there, trying to find the angle of Riri Meneses.
Substitution. Galleries Tower High Risers. 8 out, 1, Puzon in. 5 out, 23, Ebon in.
Double sub for the high risers. You've got Puzon and Laika Ebon. Let's see if they can be a game changer here for the high risers. That's what they need right now. A 10-point lead for the Foxies.
Tignan natin yung pagbalasa ni Coach Clarence on the side of Galleries. Tubu again for the kill.
Down the line, Tubu.
That's gonna be back-to-back points here for Trisha Tubu, just really owning this match. This spike of the set is brought to you by Dunkin' Pasalubong ng Bayan. A while ago, the last time I mentioned the score, it was just, you know, a 2-point advantage. But now it's 15-4 with Farm Fresh, just 10 points away from finishing this entire match. Ebon. Bertolano will set it up for Trisha right then and there. That's the block that they've been looking for on the side of Shar Ancheta.
And Tubu has been getting majority of the set, so it's starting to be predictable at this point. Ancheta able to establish well in the cross-court angle. Much needed for the high risers.
The 10-point battle here. 5 serving 15. Molina. And that's not going to be checked.
Ball is out.
Meneses still trying to say there's a check, but I don't think the Foxies will challenge that one. They have a bit of cushion here. Meanwhile, a chance for the high risers to build some momentum. They need it at this point of the set. Might be too late later on.
And they've repeated this narrative. It was a 9-point advantage. It was a 9-point cushion all throughout set number 1. It's the same here in set number 3.
Off the block.
That's gonna be off the block for Trisha Tubu. Really celebrating her double digits. Farm Fresh for the 6th time around. On top by 10 points here for the second technical timeout.
High Risers.
You're watching the Heart of Volleyball here at the PVL All-Filipino Conference 2026. And it's the third set here with Farm Fresh having this 10-point cushion over Galleries. Almost ready to close this entire match, but again, the Galleries High Risers are doing everything they can to block the power of the Foxies. Ces Molina serving here, 16 serving 6. Uzon, Ebon. Bertolano will raise it up high for Trisha again. Gonna be a chance here. Oh, that's gonna be a misread by Meneses.
Yep.
Honest mistake.
Also too high of a set for Meneses.
Substitution.
Clearly a miscue between Alohi and Riri.
Uzon and Ebon out. We have Coronel and Maizo Pontillas back here again for third set action for Clarence Esteban.
+1.
Straight to the net for Coronel.
Substitution. Farm Fresh 18 and 23. Turin in.
We have Lorin Toring in. Usually a starter for the Farm Fresh Foxies.
Lorin Turin.
17 serving 7 here. Farm Fresh still dominating all throughout. Jean Assis with that power from the middle. Another one from Trisha. Coronel got that red. Pascual. De La Cruz will answer back cross court. Versosa was there. Assis with that one-handed dip. Chance here for De La Cruz to close it out. Not yet. Long rally so far here from the pipe. Deloria getting it for Galleries.
Deloria has been in the forefront also of the High Risers offense. Showing a lot of fight in this match. Back row attack will work for Deloria.
11. Raagas in.
Erica Raagas will be the one serving here for Galleries Tower High Risers. Still a 9-point deficit coming from Galleries here. Very different performance as to how they powered through set number 1 right away against Zeus Coffee Thunderbells. But as of the moment, like what Ayel said, Farm Fresh Foxies did everything they can to reset their system and be in that system this entire match. We have Mylene Pat again back here for Coach Koji on the side of Farm Fresh. Romero will be serving, 18 serving 8. Coronel running set.
Chance ball.
Romero will set it up high for De La Cruz. Checked. Another chance for Mai. But in the middle again of the campfire.
Again, it's just the smooth flow going in through the Foxies. De La Cruz being blocked. Coverage was there. Paat ready on the right pin. Again, everyone just having that presence of mind.
Raagas from the back. Chance here again. Ball is kept in play. Raagas from the pipe. Good save there by Romero. Chance here for Mai.
Coverage was there.
What a kick save from Maizo Pontillas. Another one. Who's gonna close this set?
Long rally.
Still alive. Romero now to De La Cruz.
De La Cruz.
That was a smart move coming from Angelina De La Cruz. Take a look at that save earlier. But Maizo Pontillas, just a classic footy there coming from her. But De La Cruz ending that long rally with a smart push just right behind the blockers.
You're right, no jump, only hands.
Yep.
Checked. Another chance here for Maiza. Romero will choose De La Cruz again on the power. And
De La
that
Cruz
is in.
finds the line.
Ball is checked right
21,
on the line
8.
here. Farm Fresh getting their 20th point.
Take a look at that one, dropping right on the line. No one there for the high risers. Blocking has been solid on the side of the Foxies.
Maizo Pontillas. Romero will set it up high for Mylene Paat. Coronel, high set for the Agas from the pipe. What a save from Romero. Bertolano and De La Cruz colliding, but the rally is still ongoing.
Deloria off the block.
Deloria off the block. And this is what the high risers need. Yes, they want to keep the rally longer, but they will need to win the rallies at this point. This is a very big lead for the Foxies.
You're
Just
right on
4
that.
points away from getting their first win of the conference.
They gotta close it out, Ayel.
Yep.
Assist playing center to Maizo.
Oh.
Gonna be an attack error coming from Aiza.
And may konting gigil na doon. She wanted to go for a sharper cross, trying to beat the block, but fell short that time.
Substitution. Farm Fresh 8 out, 14. Abellana in.
Pierre Abellana back here to serve for the Farm Fresh Foxies. It's currently 2-0 in terms of sets. And in terms of scoring, it's 22, serving
Pierre
9.
Abellana,
Biggest
serving.
cushion so far here in this entire game, maybe in this entire conference. Coronel setting it up for Agas. Romero, high set for Molina. Juju Coronel was there. Versosa will pop it up again for Erica. Mamamay for the cross court.
Into the block.
Now into the block. That's gonna be 2 points
23,
away
nice.
from grappling this entire match.
I mean, the high risers, they have been able to read the offense of the Foxies. There's always 2 blockers, but it's a matter of pressing their hands in and really committing on that block. Ooh.
Cross-court hit.
Quicker
Maizo
conversion
Pontillas.
this time for the high risers off of that Maizo Pontillas attack. Still, the leading scorer for the high risers.
Aiza, Maizo Pontillas serving.
13-point advantage here for Farm Fresh. Para Agas and the rest of the Tower High Risers playing catch-up here. Longer rallies at the tail end of set 3. Action coming from Aiza Maizo. What a save from Abellana. Ooh, what is that power coming from Mylene Pat? She still got it.
Yep.
Farm Fresh
Faster and
Foxies.
stronger attack that time coming from Pat, going down the line. Versosa not able to react quickly. Now again, this Foxies
Riza Cruz.
team is full of veteran players,
Serving
and it's
for the
really
match.
showing up right now.
Dollar front line here for the Farm Fresh Foxies.
Deloria
is
says not yet.
Gonna be
11-24.
another point saved.
Erica Deloria serving for
Farm Fresh Foxies
Galleries.
here already at match point. 13-point advantage here. Deloria to serve for Galleries.
Chance ball for the high risers.
Deloria from the pipe. Ball is kept in play. Maizo Pontillas cross court.
Off-speed shot.
Another match
Maizo
point saved
Pontillas.
here for Galleries Tower High Risers. Now down to 12.
Yep, Maison Pontillas outsmarting the defense that time, going for an off-speed attack. General not able to get into the defense.
12 serving 24. Farm Fresh Foxies at match point. Will this be the closing point? And it will.
Ends the match.
Again,
25-12.
Mylene Patches came from the benches, but she finished it here quickly and as strong as ever.
Congratulations to the
That
Farm
was
Fresh
another
Foxies
thriller. As you can
for
see,
taking
Farm Fresh
this match
Foxies
in
taking
3
off
straight sets.
set after set after
25,
set. And as of the
14,
moment here,
25,
our
15,
score for
and
set number 3
25,
is 25-12.
And the Foxes really did look very polished in this game against the high risers. Again, they're coming off 2 losses. They wanted to get their first win of the conference, and they were able to do it today with their team effort.
Heartbreaking for the Galleries Tower High Risers, but what a match! The set is 14-25, 15-25, 12-25, and we'll be back here for more match highlights.
Congrats! Oh,
Pwede ko yung sabihin, Miss Vicky.
oh, go!
Yung stats ba? Yung stats niya? Would I say yung stats?
Okay lang din. Ilan si Susan natin? 17 points. 17 points.
And we're back at the PVL All-Filipino Conference, the heart of volleyball. Again, the Farm Fresh Foxies closed this out in 3 sets, making it their first ever win of the conference. And for the player of the game, she's with Frankie Bunvenida. Go ahead.
Hello, we are here with Trisha Tubu, who has 17 attacks, 17 points rather, 13 attacks and 4 blocks. My fellow Adamsonian, my fellow classmate, congratulations. Anong pakiramdam na makuha tong panalong to?
Una-una po masaya kasi yun nga po, first win namin to, and ang saya din po kasi ang dami pong nanonood ngayon kahit Valentine's Day.
Dahil nanalo kayo ngayon, ano pa yung i-expect namin sa Farm Fresh?
Siguro po yung more grit, lalo na ngayon nakuha namin yung first win namin. Alam na namin ulit yung feeling. So, ang goal namin sa mga past few games namin is talagang unti-untiin and hopefully manalo din sa mga susunod na games.
Wala, abangan namin yan. Trisha, meron ka bang gustong batiin ngayong Valentine's Day?
Yun po, binabati ko po lahat ng fans ng Farm Fresh Foxies ng Happy Valentine's Day and to my family po na nanonood sa bahay.
That's it for Player of the Game. Back to you, Alexis and Ayel.
Thank you very much, Frankie Bunvenida. And again, congratulations to Trisha Tubu with that 17-point performance. Together with their first ever win as the Farm Fresh Fresh Foxies, they're done with their 2-game losing skid. And now let's take a look at the match highlights, Ayel.
And sabi nga ni Trisha Tubo in that interview, alam na nila yung pakiramdam na manalo. And this could be a start of a winning streak for the Farm Fresh Foxies because they did show up today. Everyone stepping up in terms of scoring. Yes, they were led by Trisha Tubo, but Ces Molina, Riri Meneses, Jolina De La Cruz has really stepped up big, even off the bench players in Mylene Pat and Royce Tobino. So it was really a team effort for the Farm Fresh Foxies, but the setters did orchestrate that offense smoothly. We're talking about Lohi Robbins Hardy and Louis Romero. So they have learned their lessons in the previous game and they were able to execute perfectly in today's match. Only a few errors coming from the Foxies. Meanwhile, on the side of the High Risers, a lot to learn from. Again, yes, they did win in their previous match, but they will need to polish up more in terms of their team chemistry and execution. As you see the numbers on your screens, the Foxies faring better in both the attacking and blocking department. Meanwhile, 2 aces apiece for both teams, and again, the Foxies playing with more consistency. They have 11 errors compared to the 17 of the High Risers.
You're right on that because the Galleries Tower High Risers had their first win last match. Now the Farm Fresh Foxies finally got the rhythm. Coach Koji had all the instruments. Now he used all of them so perfectly with that 3 clean straight sweep. Now up next we have another Valentine showdown. You hear Inares Center really screaming their hearts out for the next match. It's Signal versus Next Led. So it's not a goodbye, it's a see you later.